In one of my recent live chats, I made mention of a cosmic character that made his first appearance in Uncanny X-Men number 107. This guy is a direct ripoff, a homage to Superman from DC Comics. Want to know who I'm talking about? Stay tuned to this video. Reggie here, your friendly neighborhood bodybuilder and comic book collector, and I want to welcome you to another one of my videos. So the character that I'm talking about is Gladiator, and he made his first appearance in Uncanny X-Men number 107, along with the first full appearance of the Starjammers. Now, what's interesting about this book is that on the CGC label, they actually don't say anything about Gladiator. They actually focus primarily on the Starjammers, but this is not only his Gladiator's first appearance, I believe it is also his first full appearance because he's actually here on the cover as well. So as you guys know, I've been on a mission to pick up many of these undervalued first appearances and first full appearances of cosmic characters. And there's two reasons for that. First, I have an interest in these characters. X-Men are one of my favorite teams, and their keys and first appearances is something that I'm just going to pick up. The other reason is that as soon as one of these characters is introduced to the MCU, you know what happens to the price of those books. They shoot through the sky. And so I want to be ahead of that curve, picking up books that I would already pick up. Now, what's interesting about this, you may say, why hasn't Gladiator made an appearance in Guardians of the Galaxy, for example? The reason is because Marvel actually did not own the rights to this character. They were owned by Fox. But now that all changes, right? With the merger that has now gone through, Marvel now has access not just to Gladiator, but also to the entire Shi'ar empire. And they now have the ability to leverage these characters in any way that they see fit. Now, what's interesting about this is that the director of Guardians of the Galaxy was being interviewed on a Facebook Q&A, and he actually made a statement that he wanted to use Gladiator, but couldn't because Marvel didn't own the rights at the time. That now all changes. And so maybe Gladiator, maybe the Shi'ar Empire, Imperial Guard will make an appearance in a future movie. Who knows? Only time will tell whether that happens. But if it does happen, I now have a solid copy, 8.5 white pages of Uncanny X-Men number 107, his first appearance. I also picked up another book, War of Kings, Warriors. This is number 1, and this is actually Gladiator's origin story. Many of the early books that came out, they didn't fully flesh out his origin story, but in this book, they actually spent a lot more time kind of explaining his background and his origin. So I picked this up because I wanted to better understand the character. I have yet to read it, but I'm actually looking forward to reading it, hopefully sometime soon. So while we're on the topic of origins, I wanted to talk a little bit about the creation of Gladiator as a character. Gladiator was created by Chris Claremont and Dave Cockrum as a homage to DC Comics' Legion of Superheroes. The early Legion cast included Superboy, who later became known as Superman. Claremont and Cockrum also purposefully named the character after a book entitled, you guessed it, Gladiator. It is believed that Gladiator the book, which was written in 1930, served as a source of material for the creation of Superman. Now, tell me if any of this sounds familiar. In this science fiction novel, a scientist invents a serum that will provide humans with proportionate strength of an ant and the jumping ability of a grasshopper. After the administration of this serum to his pregnant wife, his son is born with bulletproof skin as well as superhuman strength and speed. So as you guys know, Superman has bulletproof skin, superhuman strength, and speed. And in the early versions of his comic book, he actually jumped and did not fly. In addition to those two books, I also picked up Fantastic Four number 249. And this was a little bit of a mistake on my part. When I originally was doing my research, trying to track down again the first appearance and the first full appearance, I actually thought that Fantastic Four 249 was the first full appearance because he actually appears not only in the story, but also on the cover as well. And now what's interesting is I did not notice when I purchased this book that he was already on the cover of Uncanny X-Men 107. So I think that this is again is the first appearance and the first full appearance. This Fantastic Four just happens to be, I believe, an early appearance of Gladiator. This is the storyline. He comes to Earth, he battles the Fantastic Four, and he also battles the X-Men as well. So 3 great books that I look forward to reading relatively soon. If you have not checked out my other videos where I talk about first appearances of cosmic characters, you may want to check that out. I have a belief that the MCU is going to move away from Earth-based stories to more of the cosmic entities and cosmic stories, partly because of the wonderful success that they've been having with Guardians of the Galaxy, for example. And also, I think, again, with the acquisition of many of the cosmic characters from Fox, I think that that may give them the latitude to move away from the Earth to tell some different stories for a while before coming back. Only time will tell whether my theory holds up or actually comes to life. But if you have not watched these videos, you may want to go back and check those videos out. Also, if you have not subscribed to my channel, I highly encourage you to do so. But I want to take a moment to say thank you. Thank you for watching this video. Thank you for any comments that you may leave. And also thank you to everyone that is already subscribed to the channel. Take care and have a good one.